What's up everybody and welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video I'm really excited to teach you how to play Parasite Eve from Bring Me the Horizon. And I remember what I said on my reaction videos, that I'm not a huge fan, that blah 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 blah. But I actually dig this new single and I figured instead of doing a cover or reaction like everybody else did, I'm gonna show you how to play it on guitar. So let's do it. Alright, so the first thing that we're gonna learn right now is about the intro and the first verse. On the intro, I didn't notice any instruments, so I don't play. It makes sense because it's a lot of cinematic orchestral sound, a lot of electronic stuff. But I noticed that on the first verse we've got a small synth who's doing. So we've got this synth who's doing that in the beginning. So let me show you how I do it. So the key of this song is E minor. The main chord will be this one. So what they're doing is basically a pentatonic minor on this. And it starts from the 15th fret of the E string. So it's a drop A tuning, by the way. And you go on to the 19th and we'll play with the 20th. And it goes... So 15th to 19th, 15th to 20th. That's the idea. Sorry, 17th, 19th to 20, sorry. Yeah, is that correct? Yes, that's correct. So you start from the 15th, you go to the 19th, and then go to the 20th. So and you just play it twice. So it goes. And it's staccato. We don't want to hear Harry Potter, you know. We just want to hear. And then we've got the second part who start from the 17th fret of the B string and goes to the 20th as well. And it's plain pentatonic. Then we go down on the E string on the same 19th fret and 20th, and it goes twice again. So and that's how it sounds like on the first verse. But just a quick disclaimer, guys, I don't know exactly how they're playing it. I just figured it out by ear. So if you guys notice any mistake, please let me know in the comment section, because I'm trying to help you. But if you find something that I missed or something, just let me know in the comment section and I will change it. Alright, sweet. So now let's connect everything slowly. There you go. And that's the first part. So this is what the synth is doing. One more time. That's pretty easy. And just one thing, sometimes they're doing some break and they're just playing. And then Oli starts, I don't know, some other lyrics, and then it starts again. So just be careful on those breaks. But that's pretty much how you can play the full verse. And about the sound, I'm using, basically I'm using my Helix. And I've got just a clean sound with a nice small delay, big reverb, and a little bit of modulation. I think I added a chorus. Yes, I added a chorus on this. But really slightly to make it a little bit more glitchy, let's say. Yeah, glitchy is the word. So that's how you can get this type of sound. Alright, so now moving on to the main part of the song. One of my favorite part is this chorus, and this is how it sounds like. This is how the chorus sounds like, and it reminds me a little bit of Numb from Linkin Park, because it's pretty much the same chord progression, kinda. But this is how it sounds like. The first chord that you're gonna play will be on the 7th fret of the E string and A string, so just regular power chord. We just want the 2 or 3 strings. Then you will move on to the 5th fret, then to the 3rd fret, then open, and then 8 frets to go back one more time, and we've got our 4 chords. So every chord will be strummed once and let it ring for 3 more beats. So it's basically a whole note, and if you don't know what a whole note is, you just strum once and your chord will be ring out for 4 beats. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And on the last chord, instead of strumming it on the first beat, we're just gonna let ring the A chord 3 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And on the 4th one, we're gonna do on the 8th fret. And you've got the full chorus. So let me do it slowly for you. And it's gonna be 3 and 4 and 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And this is how it's done. But on the first chorus, when you're done with the chords, so you just play it twice, and on the second part, you will get the first riff who's coming up, which is the end gonna be 1, 4. And this is how the next riff starts. So if I start from the beginning, it's gonna be 3, 4, 4, and you just strum 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's the end of the first chorus. And now moving on to the next riff. This is how it sounds like. But now let's break it down. You're gonna start from the 7th fret, and then go to 11th, then 8th, and back to 7th. So 7, 7, 7, 7, 11, 8, and then big palm mute on the 5th one, and then back to the 5th. And then on the second part, where you're gonna strum, you will strum 7, 11, 8, twice 7th, go to the 5th, and then back to the 8th. And this is the second part of this riff. Let's do it now really, really slowly. There you go. And this is how the second riff sounds like. And now moving on to the second verse. So the second verse will be pretty much the same as the first verse. As I said before, you will get some small and then just wait for Ollie to sing, and then you will get this part, but it's pretty much the same thing, except now we'll get the build-up pre-chorus, that's how I call it, where you will get so this is the build-up. So the build-up is pretty easy. In terms of sounds, what I'm using my main distortion, and I just added a filter to get this kind of this clear distortion into like a really, really small sound, because it's a build-up, and then everything's gonna crack up just after that, but stick around if you want to see the breakdown because it's gonna be sick. And so this one is pretty easy. So what you're gonna do, you're gonna start from the 7th fret, and what you're gonna do so down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. And then you will change chords every 4 beats, so. Sorry, every 2 bars, my bad. So you will do 2 bars of the 7th fret, 1 bar of the 3rd one, and 1 bar on the open one. And on the second part, you will repeat the same process, but you're not gonna play the open one. You're just gonna not do anything. And this is the build-up. And now we're gonna have the chorus again. So the chorus will be a little bit longer when you hear the song. It's gonna be 4 times in total, so 4 times the 4 chords, which is 16 bars. In terms of sound, I didn't mention what I was using, so it's a pretty easy sound on my guitar. But if you guys are interested to get my plugins, not my plugins, but my presets for my Helix, let me know in the comment section. Maybe I can include it inside the description, unless you're not interested. That's fine, no one can use a Helix. Maybe other people prefer Kemper. Yeah, I know, but I can't afford a Kemper right now, and I love Helix. So yeah, it's pretty much easy. I've got a distortion, I've got an overdrive pedal in front of the archetype leads from the Helix, and then I'm using 2 different impulse responses. On the left, I think I'm using a Mesa Boogie, and on the second one, I have literally no idea because I blend them together and it sounds absolutely insane. And after that, I just added an EQ, and I think I have a compressor. I need to double check. Alright, and then just on the last part of the chorus, before moving on to this beautiful breakdown, let's say that it's not really a breakdown, but I love it. At the end of the chorus, you will get. So it's a triplet, and it's gonna be 5th fret to 7th fret to 8th fret to 7th fret. Sorry, 5th fret to 7th fret to 5th fret to 8th fret. So So it's gonna be 5, 7, 5, 8, 7, 5, and that's the answer. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then let's move on to the breakdown. So on the breakdown, this is what we've got. So on this part, what we're gonna do? So what we get, it's only bass, same as before on the last part of the chorus. So it's gonna be 5, 7, 5, 8, 7, 5. Sorry, my bad. So it's gonna be 5, 7, 7, 5, 8. 5, 7, 7, 5, 7, 5, 8. 5, 7, 7, 5, 7, 5, 8. So just 5, 7. And then on the second part, you're just gonna cut the last beat. So and this is how it sounds like for the pre-breakdown. And then once it's growing up, you've got the second part who's gonna be. And then, so it's pretty much the same thing, except we'll add the 11th fret of the A string, and it's gonna be. So it's exactly the same thing, except of playing the 8th note, you will play the 11th note on the second bar. And now let's move on to this amazing breakdown, and it's absolutely ridiculously easy to play. Yes, it's really, really cool. So this breakdown is really, really easy. So it takes exactly the same pattern as before, except you will get this one first. So you just play this once, and then on the second you will add the 11th one. So you will get this one on the first, and then you repeat twice the first part, the first bar. And then you just repeat it. And that's how the breakdown has been done. I know that at the end of this breakdown you've got another part kind of on the riff, but I'm just finishing this one like as I started, and it sounds good. So if you want to make a cover, a video or something, it's gonna be really helpful for you. And on the last part of this song, we'll see the chorus, which is gonna be 4 times as well, but it's exactly the same as the previous chorus. So no need for me to show you, because you've got already all the information that you need. So feel free to go backward of the video if you need to get some informations on the chorus, but it sounds exactly the same. They didn't change anything on whatsoever, so you can just literally play it and it's gonna sound absolutely amazing. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to smash the like button if you enjoyed this video, to subscribe on the channel for make sure you're not gonna miss any other of my future videos. And let me know in the comment section what do you think about this tutorial. I'm thinking to make full tutorial on songs, and I really want your help for this. If you have any other songs that you want to learn, I would be really happy to help you. And I see you for next video. Bye bye.